there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil. The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No. Artorias is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laufey to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laufey's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Back to here. Oh, is that a, I thought that was an herb for some reason. I don't know why.
Hey, Laufey, Medessa let me sleep in her bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady. That's great. She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too.
Please stop talking.
What? I couldn't. It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see. Medessa, you too.
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thank you, Eleanor.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Medessa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right. Okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
And we've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
nuts. All right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Bienfu's talking to a bird. Also, Velvet's home village. We're gonna go back to a ball. Oh my goodness, it's happening. Oh my goodness, there's 2 skits. I think one skit overwrote the other one. They'll come back though. By the way, Naoto's first persona form is featured in SMT5. Is it? Oh, I do not know which demon. You could tell me. I remember vaguely what Naoto's persona looks like. The first one, at least. I don't think I ever got the second one. I remember what the first one looks like.
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Innominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Innominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment.
A half-hearted punishment from Magalu is not what you want, but Bienfu deserves it. Oh, that boat demon. Yeah, the leaf boat. I never got that demon in SMT5. I do remember it vaguely, though. The thing that's on a leaf as its boat. Interesting fact.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done. And quickly, too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
That's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Molochim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened. That sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make-or-break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh... What do you think, Laffy said? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think.
You don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
I did not expect that to be about Eleanor. By the way, a couple of things went through my mind. First of all, of those three women, no offense to Magalu and Velvet, but Eleanor is the most mature of all of them. Of course, she's not perfect, but she is the most mature. Second of all, I ship Rokuro and Eleanor for life. I don't know if every other Tales fan does that. I ship Rokuro and Eleanor. I see a little fanfic right there that can get started. There is one more skit.
Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong!
Oh, Bienfu, you deserve it. I also like Velvet more. Oh, hey, the theme changed? Excuse me? Why is it theme like this? Ah, whatever. I also like Velvet more. I was saying who I think fits the description of being mature and poised, like Grimoire. Because the whole skit was saying, like, oh, Rokuro saying, like, oh, none of you fit that description that Grimoire is. Like, being mature and poised. I was just saying Eleanor fits it the most, but I still like Velvet more. I like all of them, though. They're all great. They all have their unique quirks and unique personalities that I like. Velvet's like, you know, cold heart personality, you know, Velvet's like the mother figure, but also like because like her life has changed from her brother's death. So I do like Velvet, and I like her unique personality. Magalu's great with her over-the-top personality, and Eleanor, like, you know, being like, you know, Eleanor being like the voice of reason and trying to find the truth. They're all great characters. I like all of them. They're all very different, and I like them all. When it comes to being mature and poised, though, Eleanor fits the description the most, though. IMO. Velvet would be a close second. What am I doing? There's an exclamation point I want to go to. If I were to rank the waifus, I would probably do Velvet. I don't know if I would choose Magalu or Eleanor first. It's really hard. Velvet's definitely my favorite. She's like best girl. When it comes to Magalu or Eleanor, though, I don't know. I'd probably give it to Magalu by a little bit. What's up, Kamoana?
Hey, do you think Dial sheds his skin like other reptiles?
I don't know. On the outside, He looks like an Emir monitor lizard, but he used to be a human and is a demon now, so I kind of doubt it.
Ah, my ears are burning red hot right now. Were you guys talking about me?
Yeah, we were. So, Dial, do you ever shed your skin? I'm really curious. Tell me, tell me.
That's a little rude to just ask someone, don't you think?
You do, don't you? I mean, you are a lizard.
No, I don't.
Aw, I think you'd be way cooler if you did.
Well, he's regrown his tail before.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lizards can regrow their tails. That must mean you really do shed, right?
No, those are two totally different things. Although, I did get a bad enough sunburn yesterday that my skin started to peel. Maybe that counts.
That was good. I like Dial. I'm really curious about Dial's secrets. That was optional, by the way. I'm glad we didn't miss that. A lot of the stuff is missable, which I'm glad we're getting it. Magalu's the lowest of my waifu. She doesn't work with me. Like, OMG, both of us wouldn't work. Utaba might be different. Yeah, that's a completely different question if you're asking which one I would date. If you're asking me, when I say waifus, I'm just talking about hot chicks. That's it. People that are good looking and they're JRPG waifus. They are JRPG females. I'm not really talking about which one would work with me. That's a completely different question. So Rokuro, why don't you speak in these and thous? Seems like it suit your character. Just not my style, I guess. Why do you speak the way you do? Ah, it's a very appropriate thing to ask a witch. Did no one teach you your basic manners? Sorry, I had no idea. Yeah, don't ask Magalu any questions. What's up? Oh, you're Lava Set. I thought you were someone else for a second. Bienfu, what's even under the hat? That's a very inappropriate thing to ask a Norma. Where do you get off being so rude? Oh, I'm sorry, didn't know. Bienfu, just tell him. No, you want to. It can't be that personal. Looks like the survey and the currents around the island's going smoothly. Good. Now give everyone a copy of your report, pound it into their thick skulls. Waifu is who I would date. It could be seen that way. However, there are multiple. In my view, my view of JRPG waifus is different from my view of, like, I guess you could see it that way. When I'm playing a video game, I don't ever think, oh, this girl, I love this waifu, I would date her if she was real. I don't ever think of that. I just think of girls that I like being waifus. Like, there could be multiple waifus. Like, why have the waifus fight for a spot? They're all great. If they're all great, they're all great. Just let them share the spotlight. They are all amazing characters.
Hey, get this. I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish. It was this great monstrous bird. Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky.
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
Okay, I will. I will check it out. I haven't been able to enjoy chicken after seeing the bird creature on the island. Time to warm up before we set sail. We'll start with Ifrasis number 33. Ready, go. Hold on, how many Ifrasises are there? We can't expect to remember them all, surely. That's gotta relate to, like, Ifrid's legacy, Ifrid's, like, laws or something. Landlubber, there are 99 Alpharases. I'm probably butchering that. You're not a fully fledged crew member until you know every last one. They're like amendments, but Ifrid or something like that. Sup, Dial?